That's funny. It was like you can't YouTube and check at the same time. You can either YouTube or you can check, but you cannot do both, baby. Yes.
Everyone's here.
Okay. We can stop.
Shh. Yeah, you guys be loud.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hmm.
Hey! Not in public. We talked about that. That doesn't count. The mall was deserted. Anyway, thanks for meeting me for brunch.
I am so sorry. The hostess, she must be brain dead or something. Anyway, I'm Ramone. What can I get you?
Tea, please.
Okay.
Do you have any Scrabble? With a side order of Scrabble.
And a tall glass of Snapple. Scrabble. Yes, I love a man that knows what he wants. Anyway, I'll be right back with that order.
So, anyway. Okay, you first. Oh, thank you. I think the stylist did a really great job. This is very hard to say. I like you a lot. You really pay attention to me. You look me in the eye, and I really admire your persistence. You seem to never let anything stop you. No. Let me finish.
I am so sorry that took so long. Here you go. I don't know what's going on with the staff today, but they are just, I don't know, losing their minds or something. It's like I go in there, I ask the kitchen to just expedite this, and they're just looking at me with blank stares. I'm like, hello? English, do you speak it? I know that's kind of rude, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, move along, let's move it, let's be lively a little bit. You know what I think it is? It's the wacky tobacco. It eats away at their brains. Oh, thank you. You are so sweet. No, that's all right. Oh, I just had an idea. Would you like some mimosas on the house? I just walked past the manager, and he is just in his office, dead to the world. Anyway, 2 mimosas come right out.
Look, it isn't you, it's me. I just don't know how to make this work. I think we have different goals. You're a searcher, a doer. I'm a nobody. I can't even get 911 to answer my calls. I wish that were true. But we need to be honest. I don't know what it is you see about me, or what you like about me, or even how you feel about me. That's right!
Oh my goodness. I see what's happening here. Oh my. Here. Just sit down. See. Here, drink this down. It'll deaden the feeling. That's it. All the way in. Yes, all the way in. Here, have another one. That's it. Oh, soon enough you'll be dead to the world. There you go. That's it. Oh, I know, sweetheart. It is so hard. Listen, I have a question and I don't mean to pry, but would you like a piece of my mind?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Andrea Stratz.
Alright, so I'm going to be doing some stand-up for you, and apparently there's no mic, and it's like a security blanket thing, like I can't do comedy without a mic, so I have this curling iron. Comedy for you with this curling iron, so just pretend it's a microphone. Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? Are we good? Do you guys like my jumpsuit? I just needed like a quick, easy way to let everybody know that I need a lot of attention. It's pretty good. I made up my mind a long time ago about anal. Okay.
I love you so much.
I was saving it for marriage. Okay? Like, maybe I'm old-fashioned, maybe it's because I was raised Mormon, but like, I just think that anal should be something sacred. Okay? It should just be between me and my third husband. But then last year I got engaged, and so I started rethinking that policy. I was like, marriage, maybe not. Maybe like 30th anniversary. Because my fiance was 52, so I thought I would be safely widowed by then. It would never be an issue. But then we broke up, so it's not really a concern anymore. So that's good. You can laugh. You don't. I'm okay. We broke up in January, so 2024 has been an interesting year for me. You know, on the plus side, the timing of the breakup was really kind of thoughtful because I finally got to experience a Taylor Swift breakup album the way it's meant to be experienced. High on edibles. Crying at the gym. That was really good. I've done a lot of reflecting this year, a lot of looking back, and I can see now that there were a lot of red flags that I missed along the way. Like, for instance, when we had been dating for 9 months, and I found out from the internet that he had a wife and 3 kids. Yeah. Like, the wife, whatever, you know, they'd been separated a while, the divorce wasn't finalized, he didn't tell me any of that. Who cares? I've done that. But the kids, I mean, he should have told me about the kids. He should have warned me that the kids were fanatical Baptists who would never accept their dad marrying a hot autistic witch, a hot Mormon autistic witch. Okay? I don't know if you guys know this, but Baptists hate Mormons, like hate Mormons. The only thing a Baptist hates more than a Mormon is a gay Mormon. Yeah, and those kids hated me. That was the big problem in our relationship, is that the kids really, really hated me, and they were really mean to me. I don't know, like maybe if I'd been more like their mom, but like I didn't want to fuck the neighbor. Can you imagine having like a hot, fun stepmom who could teach you how to roll a blunt?
Yes.
And being like, no, I want a stepmom who doesn't believe in dinosaurs. That's what Dad needs. They were so mean to me. Like, I was raised Mormon. I don't practice, I don't believe, I don't wear the underwear, but I am still Mormon enough. I am still Mormon enough for Baptists to hate me, and they did. They made me listen to hours and hours and hours of Christian praise music on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Okay, we live in a world where the Mormon Tabernacle Choir has made not one, not two, but 22 perfect Christmas albums. Okay, we could have been listening to my people, and yes, I am related to most of that 360%. Either by blood or polygamy. Maybe both in some cases. We could have been listening to my people sing Joy to the World in 8-part harmony with Angela Lansbury. But no, it was just hours and hours and hours of He's coming soon, He's coming fast. That's a hate crime! He's coming so soon. I was like, is this about your dad? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm sorry. I have a set list because I'm a public school teacher, and that is melting my brain. I am working on some jokes about that, but they are all really dark, so we're gonna skip those for now. So after the breakup, I did jump like right back into dating, which I probably shouldn't have done. I was not ready. My head was like, I'm not ready. My heart was like, I'm not ready, but I'm 40 and I don't have kids. And my ovaries were like, get back out there, Steph. Post up your tits. Go have unprotected sex with anybody who has all their teeth. They were in charge. But I decided to do some healing work. I did ayahuasca. Do any of you know what that is? Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, ayahuasca is an extremely powerful psychedelic from the Amazon. And I did an ayahuasca healing journey with a very tall, very white shaman named Brad. And you guys, it worked. It worked, and I'm all better now. I'm much better now. I'm ready to be fumbled again. And I have been fumbled, and I've fumbled some myself, and I'm trying to be intentional about it. So I've been like compiling data. So for instance, I've started a list of texts that have made men ghost me. For science. And so that I can learn from my mistakes. So like, for instance, a guy asked what I was looking for on Bumble, and I said, a willing sacrifice. Here's another one. Did you know the average penis length for a ruddy duck is 17 inches? Duck emoji. Eggplant emoji. I live in Baltimore. I'm a comic. To be fair, if I get that text, I also ghost. All right. Berries are a special interest of mine, so huckle up. I'm a Mormon missionary, but for ayahuasca. I don't want a rebound, I want a husband.
Oh.
Oh, come on. I don't want it all. I want to laugh. All right. And then I've also compiled texts that men have sent me that maybe I should have ghosted. So here we go. All right. Maybe this weekend I could show you my Pokemon card collection. Do I look like Jeffrey Dahmer? Because people tell me that all the time.
No.
Milady, may I please have a taste? That was a response to a picture of my feet.
No.
And we don't need to talk about why I sent him. Anyway. I would jizz if you whispered in my ear.
I'm sorry, what?
And then this audio message, which is like, this is where a mic comes in handy because I just hold it up to the mic. So we're going to try this.
I think you should lock that one down.
That might have been fine.
They're all from the same guy. There's a text that I forgot to put on this list of texts that made men ghost me. It is, I'm in my celibacy era with this emoji. I let that man end my celibacy era. And I don't know why, but I thought it was gonna be good. I think he made a compelling case. I thought it was gonna be good. I thought I was gonna get destroyed. I thought that former Southern Baptist, former Ted Cruz staffer was just gonna demolish my undercarriage. And that is not what happened. I was prepared. I packed antibiotics in my overnight bag. I was ready to go. Okay? And that is not what happened. All right? When did I know that it was going to be disappointing? Was it when his idea of foreplay was playing Wonderwall on his guitar? No, it wasn't that. Was it when I walked into his bedroom and I saw his collection of Pokemon plushies? No, it wasn't that. It was when he said, "Would you like to suck my wiener?" I did. Until you called it a wiener, and then, I mean, I still did. Like, I'm not a He still did. Yeah, it was pretty underwhelming. And you might be wondering, like, why did I think that about him? And there's something that you don't know about him, and that is that he is tall. He's tall, all right? He's 6'4". You can believe anything about a man who's 6'4".
It's true.
Okay? You can believe that a 6'4" autistic man who's really into Pokemon, and I'm autistic too, okay? But my special interests are serial killers and men. A lot of overlap there. So when I met a tall man who kind of looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, you can imagine I was interested. It didn't work out, sadly. It didn't work out. It is weird dating again. It's weird being on the apps. I'm on the apps. I try to be very upfront in my profile. A lot of people in their profile, they'll say something like, looking for the Bonnie to my Clyde, looking for the Ross to my Rachel, which, like, ew, find better relationship models. Like me. Okay. I am looking for the man in the yellow hat to my Curious George. Okay, someone to feed me, clean up my messes. That's the kind of guy that can drive me bananas. Okay, but I don't say that in my profile, all right, because I'm not trying to attract furries. I got nothing against furries. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. I have a kink myself. It is pretty out there. I can't get anyone to try it with me. It's monogamy. No takers. No takers yet. Yeah, so instead of saying that I'm looking for the man in yellow hat to my Curious George, I say that I'm looking for a kind man who's down for hijinks. I also try to be, instead of like trying to make a good first impression on a first date, I try to make an accurate first impression. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show up late, overdressed. And I'm going to order the most expensive cocktail on the menu. And by the time I have consumed 1/3 of that cocktail, I will be loudly bragging about how I hit my head in a car accident 8 years ago. Now I can see ghosts. And you don't got to worry about me trying to pay for the meal, okay? All right, I'm a feminist. Okay, I got nothing to prove. I am so secure in my feminism. I can let a man pay for everything. That is just me doing my part to close the wage gap.
There you go.
All right, people are kinky now. Everybody's doing butt stuff. I'm not into it. Like, if you are, that's fine. That's fine. It's not for me. I wouldn't say that I'm a prude, but I am a little vanilla. Okay, which is the best flavor. Little vanilla. Like for instance, I'm very like polite during sex. I'm very polite. Like one time this guy was, and you get it, right? You get it. And I could feel his thumb kind of, and you like how I'm acting like it's an actual mic. I could feel his thumb closer and closer to a spot that for me, exit only. And I went, no, thank you. Another time I was, you got it, right? You got it. I don't have to say it. I was doing that, and I gagged right in that moment. So I didn't realize that he had, until I recovered from my gag. And when I realized what had happened, I looked up at him and I said, I'm sorry if I ruined your moment.
Oh.
I didn't ruin his moment. In fact, from then on, every time he saw me, he would say, hey, can I have a moment? All right, I hope you'll follow me on Instagram. It is private because I'm a public school teacher, but I'll let you know. It's USS_Andrea, USS Andrea, like a ship in the United States Navy, because if there's one thing I'm good for, it's holding semen.
For 10 years, let me tell you right now, the only thing a Baptist hates more than a Mormon is being recognized at the strip club. I'm Episcopalian, we don't give a fuck.
That is correct.
We'll ordain women, we'll ordain gays, we'll ordain adults. We don't give a shit. Just say the words right and get to the donuts and coffee at the end of the service. That's all we care about. We're just there for the pastries. Like our entire religion is created because a fat man wanted a divorce because his wife couldn't give birth to a boy.
That's
And then we said, you know what? Fuck it, let's keep going. Let's let everything happen. And that's where we are. So hey, everybody, welcome to Phillips One Corner Theater. Thank you, Andrew, for a phenomenal opening set.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm going to bring the kids to drop 3 out. And we're going to begin our show with a game called Movie Critic. So I'm going to need 2 chairs over here. Everybody else not sitting in chairs. I like to do that to them. Thank you, and thank you. Carlos and I are going to discuss a movie. Now, first, let me get from anyone out there, what is your all-time favorite movie?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. There's only 19 of them to choose from. We're good. Now, just from the front 3 rows, can I get something you wish had happened in the Harry Potter film that didn't?
Oh, God.
Michael Myers from Halloween.
Michael Myers from Halloween. So we're going to do Harry Potter meets Michael Myers. Good evening and welcome to A World on Film. I am your host, a figment of your imagination. Today we have
Moans softly.
It's not often that a director's name is also a complete sentence. But here we are. Moans? Do you mind if I call you Moans?
That's fine.
Thank you.
More softly.
Please educate us as to what you have for us today a screening of the best moments in your new film.
Yes, I'm very excited about this particular film. It is Harry Potter meets Michael Myers, and I was looking for something original, something devious, something that hasn't been done before. And I realized that everything has been done before, so I just decided to go for the cash.
Excellent. Now, you brought some clips
Yes.
that you think best represent this film.
Right.
For this audience to want to go see it and pay for it in a theater later. So please, set up your first clip.
Yes, well, in the first clip, we have several of the well-known and beloved teachers of Hogwarts. We have Professor McGonagall, and we have Albus Dumbledore, and they are arriving and trying to basically save the babe known as Harry Potter. And there we see also a very young, very immature, but very willing Michael Myers that is trying to usurp the place of Harry Potter and get scooped up by a big oaf Hagrid.
Nice! Let me hit play. Click.
Mommy!
Professor,
Father! Yes!
How are you?
I don't know which one is the babe we should take with us.
I feel like the one with the scar is the one that we should go, but they're both scarred.
And they're both so ugly.
They're both so ugly. But did one come with the mask and the instructions?
A mask? But what could the mask possibly hide? Even more ugliness?
But
Pause, yes, you wish to say something.
I was just about to say I wanted to pause here because I wanted to show basically that nobody really knows what's going on. Everybody's kind of talking, and things are happening very fast. And there is at this point no cohesion of Michael Myers as such, trying to show what he is trying to do and control the whole situation. So what he does is, which I think is rather clever on my part, is he casts a spell. Nobody expected him to cast a spell. He's Michael Myers, but Michael Myers casts a spell, and everybody all of a sudden starts speaking Spanish.
Oh my goodness! I can't wait to see this. Click.
Está bien, profesor.
oh no, it's done. What? Oh yeah.
Perdón.
Are you?
Pause. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you did get a sponsor from Duolingo for this scene. If you're not.
That is absolutely correct. I got Duolingo. This is where they start to integrate phrases such as the cow has to wash its clothes tonight, which everybody out there in the world uses, and they're very practical phrases. If you look up Duolingo, I'm not lying. And for this, we decided to get one of the biggest Spanish soap opera actresses of the moment, Margarita de la Barca Huertas.
Bless you.
Margarita de la Barca Huertas.
Bless you.
She can command the presence of everyone by suddenly becoming a gigantic baby that can walk and can cast another spell that sends everybody into the end of the scene, where we then switch to something else.
Ah, yes. Excellent foresight on your part, indeed.
And play.
Yo soy Maria Vargas.
El Diablo.
Soy peligrosa.
Yes.
For this, we used many practical effects. We also used CGI. We also used this thing called acting. And as you can see, it's very, very believable. Now, one of the absolutely crazy things is before the next scene, when they move on to the big battle with the wizard now, Michael Myers, which if you change the words of Michael Myers, it becomes Tom Riddle. They first have to open the Chamber of Secrets where Michael Myers is by doing a chorus line. It's the only way to open the door. I directed it. I say what goes. And play.
One. Singular sensation.
No singular.
Pause. I appreciate the melange of sound that prevented copyright infringement on the off chance this is being live broadcast anywhere.
Yes. We tried to kind of sing out of key and do very specific things, change the words, make it sound like nothing like a chorus line. You know it's a chorus line at the end.
Yes.
Yes. So, of course, we move on to the next scene from right here, right at this moment, where Michael Myers and Harry Potter have a duel, and with the creation of a lock between their wands and the streams of light, a priori incantatum happens, where everything that has already happened in this sketch happens backwards.
Oh my goodness! I hope you were paying attention.
And then in the background, one of them is going. Again, not too close so that we don't get copyright infringement, but at the same time, you get the idea. And so for this scene, we had run out of CGI budget, so we actually started using cats that were meowing in the background and doing meows to create a sense of tension and a danger. Oh, nice. Play.
It's interesting that at that moment, they chose to move in slow motion.
Yes.
Even though it was not a slow motion scene.
Well, we have to fill an hour and 45 minutes, and there's only so much we have of ideas that we can actually use
That's fair. Yes.
before we are sued for copyright infringement.
Now,
So now they move on to the final scene. I think this is your favorite.
this absolutely was my favorite. Please. Oh my goodness. My words failed when I tried to describe this scene to my family and my priest.
Final scene. Final scene. Harry Potter comes back to Hogwarts after vanquishing Michael Myers, and then realizes that his best friends, Ron and Hermione, and all the professors have turned into Freddy Krueger and the Swamp Thing and the Thing and Soylent Green.
Oh my goodness.
And play.
Movie critic. Not the movie, just movie critic. This is a game called We're going to do the dating game. Sorry, dating game. In this game,
A little bit. Donkey show. Perfect. Thank you. All right,
Belle is going to be our contestant. I need someone to go into the lobby with Belle so we can prove that she did not hear in advance, and we have a volunteer. All right, please go. Thank you. That she cannot hear what we're about to set up. Let's see. It is Carlos, Christelle, and Nick. So, I'm going to come down here. A little quieter. We're going to have 3 contestants for her to choose from. Each one's going to have something that she's got to figure out. For instance, Carlos is going to be somebody famous. Could be real, could be imaginary, could be, like from any material, could be alive, could be dead. Anyone at all. Who is Carlos?
Papa Smurf.
He is Papa Smurf. And then Christelle is an expert, a world-renowned expert of something. What is it? Was it?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. You are an expert of all things chemistry. Nick is definitely afraid of something. What is he?
I heard cheese. What'd you say?
Saran wrap.
Cheese and saran wraps.
And?
Yeah. So we're gonna say
Cheese wrap.
cheese like cheese like French cheese. Yeah. All right, please have a seat. Now, we thank you for joining us. We have just a couple of rules. We're going to ask that you ask each of your potential life mates 3 questions. We ask that you ask them in order, so ask a question of contestant 1, then contestant 2, then 3, then go back to the beginning. You may ask the same question each time. You may change the question anytime. And after you ask each one of the questions, we will go from there. So whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Excellent. Oh, contestant number 1.
Yes.
Okay. Contestant number 1. I am a woman who likes the outdoors. I like to go hiking and camping and that sort of thing. If we were to go out on a date, where would you take me?
Well, we go on a long journey.
Mm.
Go for a long, long time. Don't ask me if we're there yet.
Okay.
Continue walking and walking and walking.
Okay.
Perhaps we find some mushrooms along the road.
Oh, okay.
We would say hello and continue on our journey.
Okay.
And no, we're not there yet.
Oh. Okay. Well, contestant number 2, same question. If we were to do an outdoor date, where would you take me? Or how would you go about it?
Yes, perhaps we'd go to the local rivers, take some tests of the riverbank,
Oh, okay.
test the sediments,
Oh, okay.
organize some formulas together.
Oh, okay.
They say the true love is an alchemy.
Oh, that's not where I thought this was going at all. Okay. All right. And contestant number 3, same question.
Well, you know, I wouldn't want to take you anywhere that's too prepackaged. You know, there's so many places that just you do cookie cutter things every time on a date, and I just don't want to do that because that's not original enough. You know, I would want to do things natural. You know, it's something that if we were to go on a picnic somewhere, I would have like a beautiful open basket with no artificial materials at all, and we would just be able to pick strawberries and fresh things, and not any of that processed food because it's so it makes me shiver. Oh,
That's fair. I do like a good organic meal. So yes, I appreciate that. Contestant number 1.
Yeah.
I love reading. What is a book that you would recommend to me?
I would probably recommend something to you that has to do with castles and forbidden kingdoms, hidden kingdoms, and the love of a singular woman. One singular woman.
Fair enough. Would there be owls in this book? Contestant number 2. Also, what would you recommend for a book that you think would really stir my heart?
Well, I try to read the periodic table on a daily basis. I think of all different body parts that I have and the types of chemicals that come and make them work and how our brains work and how that really creates love. So if really we could just go into my lab and just create something that we could just drink it, and by the end of the day we'll be in love.
Okay, yeah, I don't like it. Contestant number 3. Speaking of drinks, I love a good cocktail. What would you make me?
Well, I would make you something that really doesn't have too much of nothing really dairy, because that's when you get the dairy all worked up and put it. I just don't like that at all. So none of that White Russian, nothing with those with that milk stuff in it. I just want hard liquor. That's really all I need. Because maybe in a pitcher, because I don't like individually sized things. It's just too much to have to handle one and then the next and then the next. So sangria. How about some sangria? We just get a nice picture of sangria.
Sangria sounds amazing. Okay, final question. I'm so scared. I'm a music connoisseur. And, I love classic rock. So, who would you recommend to me that, would vibe with my style?
I have trouble recollecting the name of the artist, but my favorite song is probably Blue. Dabba Deba
Contestant number 2, what is a musical genre that you would like me to explore?
Well, you see, I'm not motivated by fun.
Fair enough. Contestant number 3 was gonna move on. And any musical genre that you would recommend to me?
You know what? I'll recommend you to avoid a musical genre. That's right. It's that band that plays at that children's amusement place, and that's that I can't say for copyright reasons. But that band, I cannot stand the members of that band, Pasquale and Jasper, and the what's it? She's a chick, I think, or something, right? And they just no, I can't stand them, and especially when they go individually, and each individual thing. No, it's got to be a group effort, or it's not at all. That's the type of music I like.
Fair enough. Thank you. Good.
Okay, well, we've been doing some research, and you can't find a mate worth a damn, so we're going to help you out here. I realize what that means
I was gonna
outside of the
say.
game, but that's the conceit of the fucking game. Anyway, so contestant 1 is someone famous, alive, dead, real, or imagined. Who's contestant 1?
I can't tell if he's Oscar the Grouch or Jerry from Labyrinth.
I will tell you this. He is shorter. He is at most 3 apples high.
That doesn't help me. Oh wait, is he the little worm?
Don't go that way. Never go that way.
Ron, I was out of the room and I couldn't hear. Can I take a guess?
Actually, what the hell? Go ahead.
Papa Smurf?
Yeah! You just found your mystery date.
To be fair, it was 3 apples high.
And he's the height of that word too.
Christelle is an expert in all things.
Scientific, specifically, like the periodic table.
Which is a big factor in
Physics.
Oh.
And Nick is definitely afraid of
Individually wrapped cheese.
Yeah!
All right. Well, that's going to be tough to follow. We have another game for you all, and we call this game Question This. Now, if we called it by another name, it would put us in some sort of legal...
Copyright.
That's the one, yes. We didn't say it, so the lawyers are okay. They're all right. So we have 3 contestants, and they will come up here. And they will all buzz in our answer. And we're going to start them off with a category, and the category is candy. And we will need an answer to their question from the audience. The type of candy.
Reese's.
Reese's.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren, go ahead.
What is a little nutty?
And it looks like we have some other answers out there.
Can I pick it down?
Yes, Ron.
What candy is also a monkey?
I'm looking at the judges. We're gonna take that. We'll let you run with it. Go ahead and pick a category.
I'm gonna take cars for 800.
Cars. Can we get a car?
Lambo.
A Lambo. Lamborghini.
Oh, yeah.
Almost. Really close to call, but I'm gonna go with Carlos. Carlos, we haven't heard from you yet.
What do I call my old boyo? Sheba.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm seeing we have other answers on the board. Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh, yeah. What is the party game everyone likes to go under the stick?
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Can I take that down?
Yes, you may.
What car is best described by someone from Middle River?
Okay. Lauren, go ahead and pick it out.
Can I get school food for 1,000?
All right.
Well,
School
hot.
food.
Slap it up. Friday.
Slap me up.
Sloppy Joe's, the classic. Sloppy Joe's.
Huck to him.
Yes, Carlos.
What can I get at the Inner Harbor for about $20?
You only pay 20?
I was going to say, I think with inflation it's gone up to 30, but go ahead, you have control of the board.
Okay. I'll do vegetables for 200.
Eggplants.
Yes, eggplants.
Oh yeah.
Lauren, yes?
Oh yeah.
What is
We're going to take it. Go ahead, Lauren. You know
Can I get flowers for 200, please?
Flowers for 2.
Lilies.
Lilies.
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead, Lauren.
What we're pushing up this Halloween season? Oh, that's Daisy.
That's Daisy.
Yeah.
Take that back.
Did I say lilies? I meant Daisy.
Never mind. Huck to him.
Carlos.
What motivates my Patronus?
Bring it back.
All right, let's do one more category and then we'll move on to our conversation.
Okay, I'll do planets for 300.
Pluto.
Over there.
I believe I heard Uranus. Uranus.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Lauren.
What is not the red planet?
Yes, and looking at the judges, they're saying with a little preparation, it's not red. And that will move us into final question next. Go ahead and pick up your pens and paper, and while we get started on that, I have some other announcements, but our final category is going to be scary movies. Can I get a scary movie?
Old home videos.
That certainly is scary and traumatic. So, old home movies. Yes, while the contestants are writing their answers, I'm legally obligated to inform you that we will be holding auditions in January.
Sounds
And we will be beginning our new season for 2025 in March. And you can come see us or participate if you are so inclined. You can see all of our information on drop3.com. And it looks like our contestants are finishing their answers, and we're going to start with Ron here. Ron, we'll start with you. Your answer or your question, I should say, to home movies.
Well, I wagered.
Your wager.
Yes, I wagered my right leg. The partial one. And my question is, what were we forced to turn over to the FBI when my uncle got arrested?
That's upsetting.
Yes. All right, Carlos.
Well,
Your wager, please, Carlos.
yes. I wagered sloppy sex with the entire audience.
We don't want it.
Except for those who don't want it, because consent is important.
Yes.
And my question is, what paid for college and my first 4 years in law school?
Law school's only 3 years.
It took me 4.
Gotcha. Okay, excellent.
Shut up, keeper.
And Lauren, your wager for this final question is?
I was wagering.
Ding, which I am going to and we have Ron and Dijon for this. So this one is a pretty simple premise. Probably a lot of people here have heard it before. Basically, they're going to just do a scene for us, and every time I want to change what they just said, or I don't like what they just said, or just because I'm going to say ding, and they just have to come up with something else and try to continue with the story. First, I need a non-geographical location where they might be.
Playground.
A playground. I heard a playground. There's somewhere. And what are they doing in the playground?
Staring at kids.
I'm sorry?
Staring at kids.
Staring at kids.
People watching.
People watching. At the end.
It was my time on the slide, Jimmy! I know! Watching you.
So I'm thinking, once everybody leaves this playground, we can make not a sand castle, a wood chip castle.
Ding.
You know what I'm thinking?
I don't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, thank you.
After everybody leaves, you know what I think we should do? We should turn this playground into a swingers club.
Wow, there's already 6 of them there. That's perfect.
I see what you did there because there's swingers. Yeah. So I'm also thinking that in addition to the swingers,
Yes.
there could be sliders.
Dang.
There can be.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in addition to the swingers.
Yes.
In addition to the swingers, there can be. What can there be? Monkey bars, but bars served by monkey bartenders.
So, monkey bartenders
Yeah, you got it.
serving pieces of metal to people who are having indiscriminate sex. I love it!
Right!
I like this idea, and I want to expand on it.
How do you plan to do that?
Well, there is a kickball field, and I don't like that nomenclature. But I like the idea behind it.
A nomenclature, yeah. If we got a spelling bee, I would not make it to the next round. So, I'm thinking in addition to the necromancer, what did you say?
Yes, they're close enough.
Necromancer!
Yes.
That could be the name of the swingers club. The necromancers. The necromancers. They're romancing your neck!
Yes! All of the sex has to be neck-based.
Dang.
All of the sex has to begin with an Adam's apple.
Dang.
All of the sex has to somehow end on someone's chin. All of the sex. Because that's the part that I have to go back to. All of the sex involves romantic neck play.
Oh.
Well, that got some attention.